My presentation is going to be on meditation for better running. Running is more than just a way to stay fit. It is a lifestyle and passion for many people. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, running is one of the top 5 most common forms of exercise. It has a cult-like following, with the number of U.S. race finishers increasing nearly 300% since 1990. If you ask people why they run, you will get a variety of answers. Some run to achieve top physical condition, others run so that they can alleviate the stresses of life. Most people run for a combination of both. Running has amazing health benefits, such as physical strength, joint strength and stability, strengthens lungs, increases bone density, prevents higher blood pressure, strong immune system, weight loss, increased confidence, reduced effective diabetes, and overall mental health. One interesting side effect of running is that the average heart rate of a well-conditioned runner is between 38 to 60 beats per minute at rest, while the average heart rate for an adult is 60 to 100 beats per minute at rest. Training actually increases the size of the heart so that it can push out a greater volume of blood with each contraction. Running is also great for mental health. You've probably all heard of the runner's high. This is a rush of feel-good hormones called endocannabinoids. These hormones produce a euphoric feeling that reduces anxiety and increases the pain threshold, allowing the runner to run longer distances for a longer period of time. A 2007 study in physiological behavior found that running causes the same kind of neurochemical adaptations in the brain's reward pathways that are also affected by addictive drugs. So when people say they're addicted to running, they're not lying. Because of this euphoric effect, running, as well as other physical exercise, has been proven an effective treatment for depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Running can also be used to effectively combat cognitive decline with aging. As we age, our brains naturally shrink or atrophy as neurons die. Research has discovered that exercise increases chemicals in the brain that prevent degeneration due to age. In fact, cardiovascular exercise can initiate neurogenesis, or the creation of new brain cells, which can improve overall brain performance. Benefits include improved memory, learning capacity, mental clarity, better mood regulation, improved attention, and better decision making. Although running has amazing benefits, it can also have negative effects when not done properly. For example, runners often find themselves suffering from a variety of injuries. In fact, as much as 65% of runners suffer an injury within a given year. Approximately half of these injuries are new, and half are reoccurrences from past injuries. New runners are also at a significantly higher risk. Some of the most common injuries include runner's knee, IT band syndrome, plantar fasciitis, shin splints, and stress fractures. The causes of these conditions are commonly due to repetitive motion with poor form, overtraining, and incorrect shoe size. There is, however, another factor that can influence injury that is commonly overlooked, and that's your mind. In running and in all exercise, there is something called the mind-body connection. In order to be successful, the mind must work with the body instead of against it. Although running is commonly used to combat stress, high amounts of unhealthy stress within the mind can cause injury. Research has revealed that high stress levels impair motor coordination by interfering with information processing in the cerebellum. It also impairs concentration and causes muscle tension. So, going running when the mind is in a high state of stress can negatively impact performance and form, thus leading to injury. Injury, in turn, often leads to frustration in runners. When they can't run, they may try to overcompensate with other exercises that might prevent or slow down healing. It is every runner's nightmare to be sidelined by an injury, but luckily there's a solution that might help prevent this cycle. The solution is mindfulness meditation. Meditation has many different meanings to many people all over the world, both secular and religious. The ambiguity of meditation has extended its usefulness to help increase concentration and memory, alleviate symptoms of stress, depression, and anxiety, improve self-control, and improve physical health. A short definition of mindfulness is a non-judgmental awareness of thoughts and sensations that arises in the attentional field. These thoughts and sensations are acknowledged and accepted as they appear, and then they are let go and awareness is returned to the breath. At this point, you might be thinking that combining meditation and running could create the ultimate combination of health. And you're right, but not in the way you think. When you think about it, running and meditation are very similar. They have several traits in common, such as the need for controlled breathing, the awareness of the body, and the focus of the mind. What I refer to as the zone or flow in running is a state in which running becomes effortless. The body becomes relaxed and thoughts flow naturally. The breath also evens out. The runner is in total bliss while still being aware of their surroundings. This is the beginning of the so-called runner's high. With this state of mind being highly sought after in the running community, a fusion of meditation and running has emerged called mindful running. It is rapidly increasing in popularity. Several guides have been released to teach runners how to engage in mindful running, such as Running with the Mind of Meditation by Sakyong Mipham and mindfulrunning.org, just to name a few. Now that I've introduced you to the topic of mindful running, I'm going to tell you how to do it. To begin, mindful running is most efficient when you aren't listening to music. Music often distracts the mind from the task at hand, making it difficult to get in the zone, while maintaining awareness of the body and form. Although it is sometimes possible to get into the zone with familiar music on, for our purposes it's better if there is no music. Calming music without lyrics is acceptable if you feel you must have sound. Before a workout, take an assessment of your body. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort. If you feel well, do a warm-up and stretch out any tense areas. Once this is completed, begin running in a slow stride, building up speed as your body gets more warmed up. Step 2 is to take notice of your breathing. Just like with traditional seated meditation, mindful running also uses the breath as the center of concentration. Try to sync your breath with your movements, maybe inhaling and exhaling every few steps. It is best to breathe deeply into the diaphragm to ensure that you get enough oxygen. Imagine your belly rising and falling with each breath. Avoid breathing shallowly with only the mouth, as this can trigger the fight or flight response in the sympathetic nervous system, thus causing the muscles to tighten, the heart rate to increase, and the restriction of blood flow. An additional perk of deep breathing while exercising is that it actually burns more energy than just shallow breathing. The next step of mindful running is the awareness of your body. Mentally scan your body and notice any sensations. Feel your feet as they strike the ground. Notice any tension in your shoulder and neck and take note of your form. Also notice if your body is feeling stiff or tired, or if your shoestrings need to be tightened or loosened. If there are any adjustments that need to be made, ease yourself into them gently or take a moment to rest and recenter yourself. You can always slow down if you need to. Another aspect of mindful running is to notice the environment. Mindful running is most successful when outside, either in nature or on an outdoor track. Indoor tracks are usually in gyms that might be loud or crowded, which provide many distractions. While running outside, notice the temperature, the wind, the weather, the surface you are running on, and other people near you. Take this time to appreciate nature and all that it provides. Now that we have discussed awareness of the body and environment, let's discuss what should go on in our minds. Just as with traditional seated meditation, as thoughts and sensations arise, acknowledge and accept them and then return the focus to the breath. Another thing that many runners find useful is the use of mantras. A mantra is a word or sound that is repeated to aid with concentration in meditation. Some suggestions of mantras to use are strong, fast, well, healthy, fit, and happy. This goes back to the mind-body connection. Remember that success as a runner is all in the mind. You should always go into a workout with a positive attitude about your ability to complete it. Try setting a goal of how long or how many miles you want to run beforehand. This will give you the motivation to keep going when you're tired. Although mindful running is inspired by mindfulness meditation, compassion meditation can also be used during running. Compassion or loving kindness meditation is extending warm feelings of love towards the self and others. For self-benefit, compassion meditation can serve as a buffer against frustration. Oftentimes, runners get frustrated if they feel they aren't performing to their best ability. Beginners typically get frustrated if they find themselves out of breath quickly, while more advanced runners get frustrated if they cannot run as far or fast as usual. If you find yourself having difficulty while running due to fatigue, pain, lack of fitness, or any other reason, tell yourself that you're doing the best you can and that you are getting stronger with each step. Self-compassion is also more effective than self-esteem in reinforcing competition with yourself. Self-esteem uses others as a reference point in self-comparison. As with all activities, there is always someone who is going to be better at you than running. Accepting this by using self-compassion takes away that comparison with others so that you can focus on your own personal goals. The goal in running should always be to improve yourself rather than to beat others. Running can also be used to extend love to others. If you pass someone while running, you can smile at them and silently wish them a happy run. Remember that they are likely running for the same reasons as you are, for a healthy mind and body. In conclusion, both running and meditation can have amazing health benefits. If combined, they can help you achieve peak physical and mental health by reducing stress, warding off injury, and getting that euphoric runner's high. Even if you don't run, bringing mindfulness into any workout can bring positive benefits for the body and the mind. Thank you for listening.